So you can see there it's white. It'll match the we went back and forth on the white trim or the black trim, but I think the white trim will look good with the black windows because it'll make the windows stand out more, and that trim will blend in. It stands out right now because we got that black tape and the black windows, and then it's just the white. It kind of looks funky, but I think once when we get the metal panels on there, it should look good. So well, it's a new day and it's supposed to rain today, so we're gonna try to work underneath this porch out there. I don't know if it picks up. It's all white on the camera, but it looks like some blue skies, but it's supposed to rain most of the day, so I know it's gonna happen. I'm gonna start working underneath here, and we're not gonna get any rain today, but it is what it is. I don't want to start on the roof and get soaking wet. We did get the valley metal in. I didn't film much of it. Next up is roof panels, but like I said, I don't want to get started on that and then have it rain on me, so we will wait until the weather clears. But in the meantime, instead of sitting around and not doing anything, we can start trimming out the windows, at least 3 sides. The top side can't get done until we put our metal wall panels on, but I can at least get the other 3 sides on, and that'll be one less thing. Once we pour concrete and start putting on the walls, that'll be one less thing that we have to do. So we'll pull out, we're going to use J channel, so I'll pull out the J channel and then we'll start making cuts. I've been pretty diligent about getting rid of the bird's nest, but I forgot one, and there's 3 babies in there. So hopefully when they fly out of there, you can get rid of that nest and we don't have any more. All right, so we need to measure these windows. We got 31.5 by 59.5. So we need an overhang. So this 31.5, I'm gonna add an inch for each side. So that would be 33.5. 33.5. And then this was what, 59.5. So for the 59.5, we need to add an inch for the overhang down here, but we want it flush at the top. So we're gonna do 60.5. So 33.5 by 60.5. All right, so we'll cut the J channel, which our J channel is 10 foot 4 inches. So we should be able to, all of our windows, there's no windows that are taller than that 5 foot. So we should be able to get 2 pieces out of it. So we need 60.5. So I'll mark 60.5 on that side. 60.5 on this side. So we can get that cut. So I don't know if you've seen in the past, but easy way to do it is just bend this, since it's hard to get snips in that other side. It just pops right off. That's all there is to it. So put these together. Got the sticker on this one. So we are good to go there. And then that will be for our sides. And now we need one that is 33.5. So I could go ahead and cut all these, because these 3 windows right here behind me, the ones we just measured, there's 3 that are exactly the same, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do one at a time because I have not done this before. I kind of know how it's done, but I just want to make sure that I'm doing it correctly. Alright, so we got the 3 pieces cut. I don't know if you've seen in the past, I usually carry around 3 or 4 snips, which kind of seems excessive. There's lefts and there's rights, but if you see here, these ones are straight and these ones are angled. So these ones are better for longer cuts, these ones are good for short cuts. That's why I have so many. But today I'm going to use these ones because what I do is I mark with a Sharpie 1 inch on these ones. You can see it right here and right here. Because we need to cut this bottom piece at 1 inch. So if you see here, I can put this 1 inch line right there and then make a cut. As long as I get the right snips. So then if I cut all the way, that's 1 inch. So I can do the same with this one. And then we get a 1 inch tab, which will just bend back and forth and pop it off. So I'll do the same thing on this side. So this will be the bottom piece, and then the side pieces, I want the non-cut, the factory edge on the top, because that's not going to get trimmed at all. And then on this one, the bottom side, we'll cut this as well. And then instead of popping this piece off, we're just going to bend it to a 90. We want to keep it on, but only on the bottom side. So I'll do it to this one as well. Alright, so this piece, the bottom piece, the parts that we cut out, will go right up next to the window, and it'll sit flush just like that. But if you see in here, so this little piece of trim here, where the window's welded together, it hangs down a little bit. I don't know how well it picks up. So that needs to be trimmed flush. It's like that on both sides. Alright, so I'm just going to take this knife here, and we're just going to trim it flush. Since we do have black windows, it is going to leave a little bit of white, which we can touch up if need be, but I don't think you're going to see it. So I'm sure some window manufacturers are worse than others. These ones aren't too bad. Okay, now that that's on, this will sit right up here. And it'll sit nice and tight and flush. And And then what we need to do is nail it in. So I get some nails and some silicone. All right, so all I'm gonna do is put a bead of silicone here. And that'll just be an extra precaution. Really, I don't have to worry about it here where I'm at because I'm underneath the porch. But when I'm outside, it might matter. Because if any water gets on here, that silicone will stop it and it'll drip off. So I'm just gonna make sure that this is centered. Nice and tight. So I don't have any coil nails for my coil nail gun. So I'm just gonna use this brad nail to hold it. And then take a nail, which it's already popped out over there, so that didn't really work. Whoa. All right. So I hold nice and tight. So the next piece, come here, and if you remember, this piece that we trimmed will slide right in there. So my cut wasn't perfect, so I'm going to trim it up a little bit. So this is going to slide in here. I'm just going to test fit it first. So that'll sit just like that. All right, so you can see here, we got this nice miter joint. We left it slightly long. And then what we did is we cut this little extra piece. And what that does is it cinches it together. So it stays, the joint stays nice and tight. We'll do it on the other side so you can see it. But then this will be framed in, our metal will come up underneath here. We'll ride up along the side, and then once the metal's on the top, we can do that top piece, but we can't do that right now because it slides behind the metal. So we'll get this other one. And we can test fit this guy in here. I need to cut that angle first. So I don't go all the way to the end, I leave a little bit, and then I'll cut the angle. And then you can see here, this hem is pinched close. We want that open. So all I'll do is just take my blade, stick it in there, kind of bend it. And that'll open it like that, where we need it to be. And that sits on there like so. And that looks pretty dang good. So we'll add some silicone. Bang. It fits so tight I can't even get it off. But put that on. Tap it in so it's nice and tight. That one's tight. I have to get the step ladder, put one on the top because I didn't over there. And now you can see, like I said earlier, this is overhanging slightly. So we'll just do that. Now that I'll pinch that closed, and we got a nice tight seal. So you can see there it's white. It'll match the we went back and forth on the white trim or the black trim, but I think the white trim will look good with the black windows because it'll make the windows stand out more, and that trim will blend in. It stands out right now because we got that black tape and the black windows, and then it's just the white. It kind of looks funky, but I think when we get the metal panels on there, it should look good. So we got 1, 2 here. There is a small window behind those doors, which I can't get to because those doors are too heavy. But we need to get the skid steer out here again to do final grade around the exterior, a little bit more grade on the interior before we put our insulation down. So we'll move those doors out of the way when I do this final grade. I'll do that window real quick, but I do have that one window over there, and then we got 2 on that side of the house. So I'll get the next pieces cut for this next window, and we'll get it installed. Okay, so right here, it hangs down just a touch. So we got that bent out. What I'm just gonna do is take my duckbill, again, clamp it in. And then, just gonna take this here. Snip it. And then clamp it again. Push it in. Okay, so if that hem was a little bit bigger here, it would go farther in and hold this tighter. The problem with that short hem is that it wants to pop out a little bit, but it's pushed in there. Once that silicone sets, it won't move at all. So we'll get on this other side, and then we got this window and one more down there, and let's hope it's clear. It's just cloudy right now. Hopefully we can get this done, the outside at least, before any rain hits. I guess I should go do the outside next, but we'll finish this window. All right, well, as you can see, those three are done. And let me walk over here through the obstacle course. That one right behind the post, you dummy. There we go. That one is done as well. It's starting to sprinkle on me a little bit, so I don't want to take everything out and start on the other side. So we'll wait and see what the weather does. If it continues to rain, I may have to hold off on the outside ones, but at least the backside is done. Today was not a total waste. So we'll see what the weather does, and then maybe we can pick it up and do the ones on the other side. Well, the rain moved in. It just cleared up right now, but we just got about 1/4 inch rain. So I didn't end up doing the outside windows, but I'll show you what the, if you remember back when we trimmed those windows, I'll show you what it actually looks like. So from here, you can't really see it, but there's just that one's just got a little piece there. That one's just a little piece right there. And that one just a little bit right there. So we can just hit those with a little bit of touch-up paint and you won't see it. So that's all for the window trim for now. I'll put in right here the little bit that I have for the valley metal, so you can kind of see that. But that's where we will end this video. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And we'll see you on the next video, which is hopefully soon, roof metal install. Well, we got a break in the rain finally. So we're gonna try to put this valley metal on. I think it's supposed to rain this evening, and then maybe tomorrow evening. So if we don't get it all done today, we can hopefully finish it tomorrow. But hopefully it goes easy. So we got this piece that's, I don't know, 12 foot. So we'll just fold it in half, walk it up the ladder, we'll set it in place, and then up there, it goes, I don't know how well this picks up, but it goes up and then an angle changes. So we'll have to cut it once it's up there, but we got the nibblers, so that should cut a little bit quicker. So without further ado, we will attempt to lift this thing up there. All right, you ready, Freddie?
Yeah.
Frederico?
No, I'll just go like this.
Keep it. Good?
Oh, we should have held it on the bottom, huh?
Well, I mean, I was.
I was not.
You might be okay, because you can just go higher.
Are you sure?
Yeah. get up there. One side down. Hopefully that goes that way and not this way.